Hi everyone, Emily here. I have a few pieces left on my paper. It was a free printable from Giggle Glitter Graphics, and I decided I was going to cut them out. This can be a pocket. It's so cute with those books, and a tag and a little decoration here, a bottle. So I'm going to cut them out. Then I'm going to glue them on a separate piece of paper to sturdy them up, because this was printed on regular printing paper, so it's not very thick, it's very thin. And I do like my projects to take a while, and this is how I can just play with paper instead of printing it on cardstock. I like to just put it on the back of whatever paper I choose, and I have paper that's different weight. This is super cute. Isn't it cute? So then some of the images that you can get online, they're just incredible. And I think sometimes they look like you don't even need to decorate them, or you don't want to cover them up. But then once you start, they totally change and they turn awesome. Okay, let's see if I can cut straight. This is really cute. Sometimes I like to not reinforce these pocket covers, because all you're going to be doing is slipping stuff in there and it bends a little bit easier. But something like this, I do want to put on cardstock. Isn't that cute? And I have this I'm going to cut out. So there is quite a few people out there that have free printables. And you know, I don't see anything the matter with it. It does support their channel. You watch them more. You watch their videos on how to use them. And I really appreciate them. And I'm not going to say that I don't buy things from creators. I'm going to say it is very slim that I do. But I did buy a very beautiful picture from Polly's Prettiest Coloring, and I purchased 2 pictures from hers, they're just beautiful. You got to go look. They're like a steampunk, and they're really pretty. And I'll show those at a later date. I have it hanging on my wall by a piece of tape right now. Let's see here. So then I'm going to choose my paper. Now these pieces are small enough to where I can use my scrap paper. And I did not find my paper before I started. That's a little bit too wild for me. I have this, which I think is extremely pretty. Just look at it. So I'm not going to put anything on the back of that, but I do this one. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it, and I absolutely adore this double-sided paper. And we have a craft store called Homebound Memories here in Ankeny, Iowa. Their double-sided paper is about $1.25 a piece. So if I just need one page, or I'd like to go there and buy a page to cut out, I think $1.25 a sheet is very reasonable. Especially all the joy that it brings me. And I'll tell you, they have some nice paper. They also have a clearance section. So you can get a double-sided piece of paper in the clearance section for 58 cents. If it's not double-sided, you can get it for $0.25. And of course, I have to go there and look every time, because you never know when you're going to find something. Ugh, what I did, there we go. Hopefully this is going to fit nice. I won't have to do too much trimming. It does look nice. And the back. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on here. And I'll turn this around so you can see it maybe a little bit. Yep. Just in case some glue seeps out. Let me use my B7000. It's a nice day here today. Although it was sprinkling rain this morning, and they said tomorrow we are supposed to have severe weather, and they're calling for hail. Crazy. In April. The end of April. I mean, it's the last few days of April. Ridiculous. Anyway, I put a lot of glue on here. Okay. Usually this B7000 does not make the paper get all wrinkly. I don't like that at all. So I'm going to push the glue out towards the ends so that if it seeps out, it's just going to reaffirm that the edges are glued down nicely. And I got it all over. Get my trusty towel. I have like 4 or 5 towels that I only use for this, and it's really nice just to stick them in the washer and reuse them. I'm sorry if you're shaking. This table and the pole just do not get along at all. Okay. Look at that. That looks good. And you know what? There's such a little amount that I'm just, of the white showing, that I'm just going to put some ink around it and cover that up. Okay. And I do have some tea dye that's not as dark as this black, but I find that I've been using the black a lot. That's pretty. Okay. And when I glue that down, I can put that in there. And this, what am I going to do with this? Maybe this, I'll use this. And if you don't want it showing, you can just go like this around the edges. And it gets rid of that white color. It doesn't look so white, especially when you are going to glue it down. And I think I'm just going to rub a little bit on here just to get rid of that bright white. I guess I don't want people to look at it and go, oh, that's printing, that's regular white printing paper. Make it look more distressed. There we go. I like that. It looks a lot better. Oh, I just set my little book thing flying. So I can put that here. I like that. Or I could put this on a piece of paper so that it's nice and thick and put a pocket there. But I think that it is going to look better glued down. Just for the simple fact that it's so little. And if I make a pocket just for this, I mean, I have in the past, but yeah, I think it'll look better just glued down here. There we go. You can still see the books. Getting low on my glue there. And I find it really important, even if you just use your fingers, to push your paper down. Push it outwards. You can see the glue coming out. And I think when you press down and really get that glue flat behind that paper and spread out, it holds it a lot better. There we go. So now I need to glue this onto something. And that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to glue it on something. That way I can stick it in my big, or I could save it in my big junk journal. Let's see, how big do I want to make it? I do believe, I think I want it to be like right here. I want it to be pretty high, so maybe up here. My junk journal is pretty big. The pages are pretty big. I did show it in another video, although I have it right here. It's this one, and I've been decorating it, and I'm in love with pockets right now and doing different things, and so I'm going to plan on putting it in here. I'm not sure where yet, but I really do like these free printables and using my own paper, like tracing them and just different things. And so that's what this book is all about for me. So this book, I'm also going to be putting pictures in it. I'm going to take my time and put some pictures from the past, pictures I've been taking, that my daughter's been taking now, and put them in my book. So I will have this beautiful book for one of my grandkids when they get a little older, or even for Christmas would be a nice gift. Anyway, I think I need a new blade. I have no idea how to change that blade, so I'm definitely going to have to look online to figure that out. So when I do, if I change my blade anytime soon, I will definitely let you guys watch. Okay. So now to glue this down. Okay, so we're just going to put a little bit of glue around the edges so that we have a pocket. I'm just going to put a nice thin bead. I'm going to try to get it pretty close. There we go. Decide where I want to put it down. I could have put something behind there if I wanted to, but if you do that, you also have to remember that when you slide this card in there, if there's anything, it will get in the way. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Ah. And I left this side open instead of putting glue on there and putting it inside, so I have a bigger opening to slip something in. So now I can slide it in this way instead of only being able to go through the top. I'm sorry if you're shaking, sorry. There. Now, you're probably saying, what if I don't have access to a printer? I did go to the library and printed some stuff off, and it was 10 cents for black and white, 50 cents for colored, and I printed quite a few pages for $2.50. Well, my library pays for the first 50 cents of all printing, so they paid for the first 50 cents, and then I paid $2 something, and I got quite a few pages. So if you don't have a printer, you can always just make your own. Just take a piece of paper and draw something out and cut it out. And just use it as your template if you want to. Here I use stamps. And I stamped stuff and then I colored it. So now I can cut them out. There's just so much you can do. You can get paper like this one with flowers and just cut out around them. You could just do a lot on your own. So now I have my cute pocket and it's ready for me to put in my book. Isn't that cute? So this is my little project I wanted to show you today. And I could put this somewhere and save it, or I can put it in my book. And I might just wait because my book, I'm only doing a page here and there. I'll give you a little peek. So when you first open it, there's this page. Now this page, I bought this big piece of paper at Memory Bound in Ankeny. And, oops, there goes my glue. I just had to have it because it looked like a door and it was so pretty. And when you open it, I have a pocket here. And you can see it's two-sided. I love two-sided paper. And I have a side pocket here. So I'm planning on putting pictures and then I can write on it. And I have it in here. And I glued this paper back here, put some washi tape on the side, and then have this big pocket. And you can see it's basically just a big square with a cutout and some ink. So these are really simple things. And then I made a little side tuck here. There's nothing on the back. It's white, but I'm planning on putting something back there. I'm not sure what, if I'm going to put a picture or if I'm going to leave that blank and then just stick a picture in there. I have a sticker here that I put on there. I just thought it was cute. And then this side, it's basically just a piece of paper, and it's the way I folded it that makes it neat. So I haven't decided what I'm going to put in here yet. But I have a big, huge pocket so that I can fill it with lots of goodies. And you can see here again, I just put that same piece of paper. This piece of paper here is a piece of bag from an Amazon bag. And this is just a strip that I cut out a piece to look like a file folder. So I think it came out really nice, and I love the way it looked and how my colors all matched up. All these colors, these papers came together in paper that I got from Michael's, and I got it on sale for $3. So I got like a whole booklet for $3. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to do this, but I really like the way all the colors came out. My daughter bought me the washi tape. You can get washi tape at the Dollar Tree too. So that's just a little peek in here. But for beginners, all you need to do is keep your mind open to all the possibilities you can do with paper. I think that's one of my favorite things with paper. Well, thank you for tuning in to see what I'm doing today. This is one of the videos, like I wish when I started I would have seen more videos like this telling you how to just use what you have around you. You don't even have to have ink. You could have makeup. Well, you have a great day. Stay safe. Remember, you're awesome, and I'll be back soon. Bye.